All right, let's talk about one of the biggest questions you'll ever face. What's next after school? It feels like a massive decision, I know, but don't sweat it. We're going to break it all down together.
So you did it. You finished your 12th grade exams. The books are probably gathering dust, the uniform's in the back of the closet, and all of a sudden, you're looking at this huge open road of choices.
You're standing at this massive turning point, and you're probably feeling a mix of things, right? Super excited, but maybe just a little bit overwhelmed. That question, what's next? It's not just a question. It's really the first step of your entire professional life. But what if we just flip that script? Instead of a scary, high-pressure choice, let's think of this as an amazing journey of discovery. In this explainer, we're going to map out all the incredible paths you can take, one stream at a time. Okay, first up, the science stream. Now, a lot of people think this is just about becoming a doctor or an engineer, but honestly, it's a launchpad for so much more, from exploring the deepest secrets of the universe to building the brains behind artificial intelligence. So let's look at the two heavy hitters, engineering and medicine. Engineering, that's your 4-year BTech. And medicine, or MBBS, that's a 5.5-year commitment. But here's what's really fascinating. Even though medicine takes longer, look at those starting salaries. They're pretty much neck and neck. That tells you something huge. Right now, the demand for top-tier tech talent and skilled healthcare professionals is absolutely through the roof from day one. But the world of science is so much bigger than that. You could be in a lab creating the next life-saving drug with a bee farm, or maybe you're on the front lines of patient care with a nursing degree. You could be coding the next big app with a BCA, or even serving the country by joining the armed forces through the NDA exam. The possibilities are huge. And hey, for anyone who dreams of staring up at the stars, a career in astrophysics isn't just a cool idea, it can be incredibly lucrative. We're talking starting salaries that can go as high as 36 lakh rupees a year. It just goes to show you specialized knowledge in a field you're passionate about, that can really, really pay off. All right, let's shift gears and dive into the commerce stream. If you're the kind of person who's curious about how companies are built, how money flows through the economy, or the rules that keep the business world running, then you're going to want to listen up. Okay, now what's really interesting here is the kind of earning power you can have with these professional courses. A chartered accountant, or a CA, they're the financial wizards of a company, can start off earning between 8 and 13 lakh rupees a year after a pretty tough course. And then you have the company's secretary, or CS, who makes sure a company is playing by all the rules. They're also pulling in a very solid 5 to 11 lakh rupees right from the get-go. And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head. Becoming a CA isn't just about getting another certificate. It's a badge of honor. The training is so intense that CAs are seen as some of the most trusted and essential professionals in the entire world of finance. They're the ones in the room when the big decisions get made. And of course, these are the degrees that build that foundation. A BCom gives you all the core essentials of business. A BBA is your first big step into the world of management and leadership. And a degree in economics, that gives you the brainpower to analyze markets or even help shape government policies. Now let's talk about the arts and humanities. This is a stream that's all about fueling creativity, understanding how society works, and preparing you for careers that make a real, tangible impact on people's lives. And this slide, wow, it shows you the incredible range within the arts. On one side, you have law, a 5-year BA LLB degree that gives you a pretty clear, structured path and a solid starting salary. But then, look at journalism. That salary range is just massive, from 2 lakh all the way to 22 lakh a year. So why such a huge difference? It's because in a field like media, your value comes from your unique talent, your voice, and your hustle. A top-notch investigative reporter or a primetime anchor earns the big bucks because what they do is rare and powerful. Think of an arts degree as a key that can unlock 2 completely different doors. Behind door number 1, a career in public service. It's the perfect foundation for those tough civil service exams like the UPSC, leading to respected roles like an IAS officer. But behind door number 2, a buzzing, dynamic world of creative industries. Think fashion design, fine arts, or orchestrating massive events. So we've thrown a ton of options at you, and that brings us to the most important part of all of this. How in the world do you choose? This isn't about finding the best path. It's about finding the path that's right for you. You know, the first thing to get your head around is that those old, rigid walls between science, commerce, and arts, they're crumbling down. The most exciting future-proof careers are the ones that blend skills from all three. And these new fields, they're open to everyone. Take data science and AI. Yeah, there's coding, but it's also about understanding business challenges and human psychology. Or what about cybersecurity? It's way more than just tech. You need to understand corporate law and even psychology to get ahead of the threats. And just look at digital marketing. It's the perfect mix, right? You've got data analysis from commerce, tech skills from science, and the creative storytelling chops from arts. The main takeaway here is that these amazing new fields don't care what stream you came from, as long as you're curious and willing to learn. So how do you make sense of it all? Use this 5-step framework as your personal guide. First, what are your interests? I mean, what subjects do you get lost in? Start there. Second, what are you genuinely good at? Are you a logical thinker? A creative problem solver? Be honest with yourself. Third, research. Don't just look at job titles. Find out what people in those careers actually do all day. Fourth, talk to people. Counselors, teachers, professionals in fields you're curious about. Get their advice. And finally, number 5, stay ready for the future. The world is changing like crazy, so commit to always learning and being open to new things. At the end of the day, this decision is so much more than just picking a course or a job. You're starting to write the first chapter of your own unique story. The pen is in your hand. So, what's that first sentence going to be?